What is going on YouTube? Is the one and only the Meg Actor here, guys, today, bringing you week 1 of the UPU Season 3, and we are here for our week 1 battle. Even though I just said that, I'm reiterating myself. It's really early, and I'm really tired. My computer's trying to tell me it's 1 a.m., but it's like 7. Anyway, if you did not know, Sundays are my traditional upload days for any leagues I am in. I believe this is the only league I'm currently. This is the only league I'm in, but I do have certain people with other leagues, and I have my computer plugged in, so I don't know why you're telling me that, computer, but okay. But there are certain other leagues I'm in, but not really. They haven't really started yet or done anything, so. But that's all besides the point. We're here with our week 1 battle, so if you guys are hyped, make sure to hit that like button down below. All that fun stuff, and without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So, as you see on your screen, from the team I brought Embor, Mega Metagross, Gastrodon, Cryogonal, Snorlax, and Leavanny. Now, basically the whole point behind this team is Embor was there specifically for the Aggron, the Mega Aggron, because it had a Z Crystal on it, which would guarantee an OHKO. Mega Metagross was just there because it hit a lot of things really, really hard. Gastrodon was the wall of the team if it the physical wall of the team if need be. Cryogonal was there pretty much for the Gliscor. Also, there was some other water type that Danny had that I can't remember right now. And, oh, by the way, our opponent this week is the Rocky Mount Regices, coached by Daniel. Snorlax was there also just for utility. Also psych him out, make him think that that was the Z Crystal. And then Leavanny was primarily there for webs. And so we're just going to get right into this. This is, of course, a replay. So I'm going to just try to cover it turn by turn, what I was thinking and all this other fun stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let me swap sides so you guys are on my side of the field. Alright, so in terms of leads, I was expecting this. I was either expecting this or Gliscor. Gliscor for the rocks, or this because it hit. Can all these pop-ups just stop? Please. My goodness. I was expecting this or the Gliscor for rocks, or this just because it hit a lot of things really, 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 really hard. But he sent this out first, so I was like, okay. And my thought process was we did outspeed, and we were focus sash, so I could knock off, get whatever potential item was on it. I was presuming choice specs or an assault vest, but of course Danny likes to try to make things interesting. He moved first. He was choice scarfed. He was purposely choice scarfed to outspeed a Mega Metagross. Luckily, I got the knockoff off. I realized Mommy Bug was unfortunately going to have to hit the ground, but I set up the sticky webs anyway, just to kind of get those up, get him out there. Sludge Wave, nice neutral play. I'll give it to him on that. If I had somehow played him and sent in Metagross, it would have been amazing on my end, but then I send in Belly Boy because my idea is to Earthquake. But keep in mind, Steam Eruption, and he gets the burn first time around. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Unlucky for me. But I believe, okay, pause. I need to pause, that way I can keep track. Okay, so I sent in this to Earthquake, because I had Earthquake on it. But I was in a call with T-Lord Gaming, and he was trying to help me because my nerves were really frazzled and all this other stuff. And he and I both agreed that Body Slam was probably the best play in case of a swap. Like, he could have swapped into the Gliscor, or potentially the, I guess what's it called, Roserade. So definitely wanted to just try to capitalize on that. But, so we go. Then he finally swaps out into the Gliscor, which instantly, to my mind, brings Defog. But, of course, that's the time I Earthquake, so I do get predicted, which is unfortunate. But at this point, Belly Boy is burned, so we don't really see a point in him. So I've essentially got 2 mons down. But he does go for the Defog, get the webs away, which is kind of annoying. That's really unfortunate, but I just go for Body Slam because at this point I'm just trying to sack Belly Boy. There's no real point to him. Keep in mind I was debating running Ice Punch, and I was convinced, no, don't do it. You won't need it. Or did I bring it? No, I only had Body Slam. I had Body Slam, Earthquake, Crunch, and something else. I think it might have been Fire Punch. Anyway, so the Gliscor is out here doing what Gliscors do best, being annoying. I go ahead and swap out into Gastrodon because I believe I had Ice Beam or at least Scald on this thing. And he goes for Swords Dance, which instantly terrifies me. I'm wondering how much Earthquake is doing to everything and all this other stuff. But then I start thinking Baton Pass. Baton Pass, Baton Pass, Baton Pass. That terrifies me. But I do go for Clear Smog because I want to try to reset some stats and get that kind of dealt with. He does go for the Baton Pass, unfortunately. But luckily, he does go into Sir Afro, so I can go ahead and get the Clear Smog off and reset it back to 0. Which is why we had Clear Smog on there. We wanted to make sure that we could do that. He goes for Head Charge. Apparently, I believe he was Muscle Banned. I go for the Scald. Unfortunately, I forgot. I did get the burn here, but Gastrodon did take quite a bit of damage. At this point, I'm debating saving Gastrodon, but it's really slow, so I don't know where I would get a recover up at, but I'll decide I'll figure that out down the line, and I go into Booty Opener or Mega Metagross, because I believe I'll take a hit the best, goes for the Facade, which is kind of a good play. Good play. I didn't expect Facade on it, but takes advantage of the burn, definitely helps it out. I go ahead, Mega Evolve, get the Meteor Mash, and from there, I'm lucky enough to get the +1 attack, which I think, woo, yeah, let's go. Mega Metagross is ready, but there's one problem, and that is the Aggron. The Aggron walls me to all heck and back because I forgot to put Hammer Arm. I believe I put Earthquake. I meant to put Hammer Arm, but it just didn't come to fruition. It's just unfortunate. He go ahead and evolves and goes for the Earthquake just to take out. He was going to hit Mega Metagross. I believe he might have killed, but I just decided to sack off Cindy, knowing I wouldn't get anything up. Now, this is the most important play of the game right now. I told you guys, I had this specifically calced out for this. A clear swap is going to happen. He's clearly swapping out. He does not want to stay in. I'm thinking in my head, I should click Grass Knot. Because I have Grass Knot on it. He's probably going into Volcanion, because that's the only real check there, or possibly the Gliscor. And it's neutral to both of those. But Tyler T-Lord Gaming says, dude, he's not swapping out, he's gonna Earthquake. Go ahead and click the Z move. Just everyone go to his channel and make him hate existing. Not really, of course, don't actually. But of course I decided to bring in Belly Boy because I do believe Embor's still doing like 80-something% with the Blast Burn we have on it to the Mega Aggron, assuming max special defense. If he's not max special defense, then I could definitely go in with it, so it's definitely an option. Unfortunately, I do believe Belly Boy does go down here, but he does have the Volcanion, which, by the way, he didn't miss any Steam Eruptions. Like, can we just... Oh, no, he did miss one. I'm blind. Ignore me. Ignore me. I send out Revolt or Cryogonal. I could have sent out Metagross, but I decided to send out this just because it outsped. And I could take down the Volcanion. So, definitely Gliscor. Obviously, Gliscor is a problem. But, well, Gliscor is like the check, but then I go for a Freeze Dry because I had essentially sacked the thing off in my mind to the point where I was just going to let Cryogonal die, assuming he was just going to Rock Slide it or Heavy Slam or what have you. But he goes for Rock Polish, which then guarantees outspeeding on everything. He's Heavy Slamming away, doing what he wants. And obviously goes for Rock Polish instead of Autotomize, but I do go for the Haze to reset the stats. Now, this is the dumb move I made right here. I go for Haze again, but I outspeed him, so he freely gets the Rock Polish back up, and then goes ahead and just Heavy Slams me into the next dimension, because I am just a Cryogonal. So, which is unfortunate, but keep in mind, I gave up hope like 4 turns ago when I messed up with Embor, but I send in Embor again, this time around ready to go, but Earthquake does OHKO, sucks to suck, which means he was max attack, not max special defense. But then I go ahead and send in Booty Opener, because that's all I have left, and he just freely Earthquakes. I somehow live, but I'm doing nothing to this thing with damage, and you can guess what happens next. Earthquake, Danny wins for So good game to him. I made a misplay. Tyler made a misplay on my behalf, which I want to punch him in the face for it, but it's okay. It's okay. So unfortunately, we are starting off this season with a loss, but we started off the last 2 seasons with a loss, and I mean, last season we started off with 2 losses and became the champion, so anything's possible. If Danny did have a channel link, it'd definitely be in the description, but he's a shy little child, so he will not ever make a channel, ever. Good game to him, of course. There was a little bit of salt in my veins after the match, but at this point, it's whatever. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button down below. All that fun stuff you already know. But I guess this will be the end of week 1, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next week with week 2. Until then, this is going to be the Omega Character, signing out.